I'm Lydia Davison. I'm the volunteer coordinator here at Freedom House, and I just celebrated my 3-year anniversary of being the volunteer coordinator a couple weeks ago. So in my 4th year, I was a volunteer here before that for about 5 years. So been connected to Freedom House for about almost 9 years, going on 9. As volunteer coordinator, I manage the whole volunteer base, recruit, retain, appreciate. So throw in appreciation events like today. I give tours to any community members. I am the chair for our annual fundraising event. There's a lot. We really count on volunteers here at Freedom House, so making sure that all of our needs are met in that way. So we are throwing a little volunteer appreciation. So we really couldn't do what we do without our volunteers. So we're just having a gathering to thank them for everything they do. It really supplements the staff. We do everything we can, but we couldn't do it without volunteers, whether that's sorting donations, child care, teaching our classes, all that kind of stuff. Our program really, really depends on them. So we're throwing something to thank them, and we're having a little video shoot, making videos to tell people how Freedom House has impacted our community and people in it. I love my job because I get to meet volunteers who all want to help. So I'm meeting the people in the community that are wanting to encourage our families and come alongside them in whatever way they can. They're helpful, they're thoughtful, they're kind people, and so it's really fun to connect them to our families and watch them walk alongside of them and just see how that impacts raising awareness for people living in poverty, and just with our community and trying to be an ally for people. Sometimes it can just be hard to watch families struggle. It can be, and there's, when you've done all you can and there's not a whole lot else you can do but be there and pray and be an ear to listen, it can be really hard. And the kids, get so attached to the kids and watching them really struggle, and that can be really tough. And then for me to walk alongside volunteers who are experiencing that, who are sad with families and things and just trying to, it can wear on you. There's a lot that you can do to help. We always need volunteers, whether that's cleaning, donation sorting, cooking meals, mentoring our families, our kids, our teens, lawn care, snow removal, hopefully not any more this year, but all kinds of things volunteer wise. We always obviously need money too. We run really on donations and food. We always need donations of material goods too, whether that's cleaning products, furniture, all that kind of stuff. So we do keep a monthly needs list on our website, but there's plenty of ways to partner with us. Our program here at Freedom House is just that, it's a program. So when someone comes in, there are some forms they have to fill out. There's an interview that they go to just to make sure they're fit for our program. And then once we have room, so we pretty much always have people that are waiting to get in. Once we have room, they'll move in. And then from there they attend classes. So we have a financial planning class and then some workshops that they'll attend. So whether that's positive parenting workshop, Festival of Foods Healthy Shopping on a Budget, a few of those different types of things. And then we provide also a budget and job readiness class. So they have to attend those. They have to attend their case meetings. There's a few things that are required of them. They have to do housing searches, job searches, and the case manager helps hold them accountable to that and connect them to other resources in the community that could help them. Then they stay here. Typically we see 8 to 12 weeks, but sometimes longer than that, just based on their barriers. We allow them to stay as long as they need to, as long as they're really doing what they need to do while they're staying here and following our rules and participating in the program actively. And then, the ideal situation is they have a job, they save up some money, they get a place, and they're back out on their own and they're self-sufficient. Sometimes our families can qualify to move to the Bridge, which is our transitional living program. So we have 8 transitional apartments over there, where they still receive some case management, but it's a little bit much more actually independent than here. They have their own apartment, they cook their own meals, all that kind of stuff. And really that's a next step for families. So helping them even further to get on their feet. Maybe they just need a little bit more time. So they do sign a lease over there and it's subsidized, so they do pay rent and their utilities and things like that. and yeah, just kind of a next step to getting them on their feet and adjusted back into community. And here at Freedom House, we serve families, so we serve single moms, single dads, and married couples with kids. You have to have kiddos to stay with us, and we're really the only shelter in the community that serves all types of families. So there's no other shelter that serves single dads and couples with kiddos, and so we do. So, and we believe in the program, so we're trying to give them the skills and resources that they need to become self-sufficient and maintain their self-sufficiency. I think there's a lot of things that we need, as a community, resource-wise. There's things that we could, definitely more we could do, but also we're just right now working on some renovations around the house, especially Freedom House. It's an older building, so really trying to update it and make it a more comfortable, homey place, just to, improve morale and just make it, just update it. It just needs some updating, so. Yeah, so like I said, I've been connected to Freedom House for a while. I started coming here in college and serving as a volunteer, and it just really impacted me to see homeless families and meet them and realize that we're all really one paycheck away. And so doing what I can to walk alongside them in this kind of dark, rough time in their life, and that just was really powerful for me, and so I kept coming back. I really believe in this program, and then eventually here I am working here. So it's really changed my life. It has given perspective. It's just been a really powerful experience, and meeting people, whether it's volunteers, donors, community members, but also the residents, getting attached to them and loving them. I think there's something really special when you open your heart to all different people from all different walks of life. It really changes who you are as a person. We see homelessness affecting pretty much anyone. We're all really one paycheck away. So we see it from a medical emergency that ended up landing them in this position to, some of it is the cycle. So they grew up in poverty themselves and they just don't have the resources, the knowledge. Sometimes they just were taught these things and that's what they know. Sometimes, life happens. You lose a job and you just end up in a crummy situation. So we really see a whole myriad of reasons why people end up here. And it really could be any of us.